to set the pace. Hello and welcome back to Fubeca's Marble Runs. I'm Jeremiah and I'm glad to be here for this friendly race here at the Marble Circuits track. That's right, we have 12 marbles from 12 countries all competing on this track. It's a very winding track, as we will see here in a moment. It'll definitely be an interesting race. We'll have to see which one of these countries will do the best and take home the gold trophy. You can see the track here today. We have the drag reduction zone right after the booster, and then shortly following is a very sharp turn, which then leads into a gradual turn section that has very many turns in a row. Don't forget to check out our merch store down in the description. We have lots of different shirts and other merch that has the teams from the Marble Circuits and soon Glass Car, which will be coming up here in a couple weeks, so stay tuned for that. And we are just getting ready to start this friendly race here on this track. So many turns in this track, and of course we have the very long straight that's right before this starting line. And now the race is about to start. The lights are on, and we're off. And let's beat some of the teams here. We have Brazil, Japan, Germany, Vietnam, the USA, Australia, France, China, Belgium, Mexico, Argentina, and India. And it is Japan who's coming out to lead into the booster for the first time. But here comes the USA, and they've overtaken for the lead. And Germany is now in third place, putting some pressure on Japan, who's now trying to draft the USA. But they are able to gain a little bit of ground there. And Japan has fallen down quite a few places. Now Germany in second place, being followed by Brazil as we start the second lap. The USA trying to extend their lead over Germany, but here comes Brazil and Vietnam as well. Japan is in fifth place now, and they all take the slower route of the drag reduction zone. And if you can take the fast route, that does let you get some more time on the marbles that are behind you, and Germany is trying to catch up to the USA. USA about to finish the second lap, start the third lap. There they go. And here comes Vietnam, and they overtake for the second place over Germany. And now they're trying to catch up to the USA as we go through the booster. Let's see if anything happens. Vietnam possibly had even overtaken for first place, but they are off camera. And then they lost it again through that drag reduction zone. Here comes Japan trying to pressure Vietnam back for second place, and they do there. But then they lose out, and now they're back in fifth. Or fourth place, and it is Belgium, I think, who is in second place, Vietnam in third, and Japan and Germany rounding off your top five, trying to come up and catch back up. There goes Japan into third place, now setting their sights on Belgium. Up the booster they go, and there's an overtake by Japan. Now they have to try to catch back up to the USA, who's been in the lead for the entirety of this race, and they've been doing a good job at it as we go through these slalom sections. Japan trying to catch up now, and they missed opportunity there. And Germany trying to catch up back to Japan as we enter the fifth lap. Through this little turn they go into the booster, and the USA trying to stay ahead of Japan, not make any mistakes that will allow Japan to catch any ground on the USA. And Germany still trying to take second place from Japan, but they're having some trouble. And there they go right there, overtake Japan. And now Belgium trying to come and take third from Japan as well. And Germany, I think, has overtaken for first place over the USA there. And USA takes it right back, though. Too close for comfort for the USA as we go up the booster yet again. And the USA is now scared. They actually have an opponent in this race, Germany, who overthrown them for the first time since the beginning of the race, but now they're back in second and a little bit farther behind. And then there's Japan, who's even farther behind, and they're going to have to do some work if they want to catch up and even overtake for second. Seventh lap, we're already halfway through this race, and it is the USA in lead, being followed by Germany and then Japan. Belgium and Australia round off your top five as we go up the booster yet again, and the USA is still trying to stay ahead of Germany. Take a look at some of the backpack marbles. Argentina in last place, China 11th, India in 10th. And they're not having a very good race so far. see if they can do anything as we go into the second half of this race. USA trying to extend their lead still. But as we get going longer and longer into this race, front running becomes harder and harder. When you're all alone out there, you have to set the pace all by yourself, and you're not able to follow. And setting your pace is a lot harder than going to somebody else's pace. Take a look at the drag reduction zone here. A lot of action there, but it is still USA in first place, and Japan is trying to overtake Argentina for third place. And I believe Germany is overtaken for first place. Germany is now in the lead. I don't think we caught that on camera, but the USA is now in second place, and Germany is leading the pack. Let's go up the booster. USA is furious. They're just trying to catch back up and overtake back for the lead. There's an overtake by Japan, and now they're in third place. The USA is running out of time to come and retake the lead from Germany, and also they have to watch their behind, because if they aren't careful, Australia and Japan will get closer and closer and possibly even start to threaten second place. Here comes Japan trying to overtake Australia. Belgium is in there as well, only about a second behind USA as they go into the drag reduction zone. Sharp corner they go, and Australia catching up to the USA. USA is losing ground, and Germany is just extending their lead. There's the overpass by Australia, and the USA is now in third place. USA having a downfall in the second half of this race. Let's see if they can make a comeback and take back the lead from Australia. Germany way off in the front. Don't even see them on camera. There they go, exiting the screen just now. And now you get a good look at them. And they're about a second ahead of Australia, who is a second ahead of the USA. And then there's Japan and Belgium. Mexico is in sixth as well, threatening for the top 5. And we're about to start the 12th lap. Only 2 more laps to go. And here comes Australia pressuring the USA. And the USA still trying to fend off themselves from Australia. And there they go through the drag reduction zone. The USA, a good boost of speed there. And now they have to set their sights on Germany. They only have 2 more laps to overtake and retake the lead. Here comes Japan though, and now they're trying to come up and do an offensive on the USA, trying to overtake for the lead for second place. We've entered the 13th lap. Let's see if anything happens with Japan here right before the booster. Nothing happens there. And here comes Japan. USA goes through the slow end of the drag reduction zone, but it doesn't seem to affect them too much. Japan isn't able to make any moves, and Germany still way ahead. Australia coming in fourth. Mexico now in the top 5. It's overtaken Belgium. And here comes Germany starting the final lap. Germany in first place, USA in second, Japan in third, Australia fourth, Mexico is in fifth. As we start the final lap, up the booster they go. And let's see if the United States can take back first place from Germany, who has led the second half of this race dominantly. Through the slaloms they go, and they only have a couple more turns to go. I don't think the USA is going to be able to make it. And there's Australia taking third place from Japan, and now second from USA. But here comes Germany, and they will be the winner of this race. Australia coming in at second, USA in third place, Japan in fourth, France will round off your top 5. Third place finish for the USA, still gets to sit on the podium, but it's no first place like we saw in the first half of this race.
You did it! You won your first race of the season. Great job!
Yes! I can't believe it! Thank you for bringing me to victory!
Hear the radio from the German marble to the pit crew. Definitely are excited about this win. Let's take a look at some of these replays here. It's actually Brazil who started off in pole position, but they were quickly overtaken by Japan. But neither of those marbles even got on the podium. Germany was in third place, ending up in first. The USA way back there in probably like 6th or 7th place on the starting grid. And right early in the race, they weren't in the lead, but they were able to take it within the first lap or 2. And then they were in the lead till around the 7th or 8th lap. And then Germany comes and just overtakes and dominates for the rest of the race. See here, there's the overtake by the USA, where they were in the lead for quite a while. And then Germany coming up and sneaking up closer and closer. Germany was behind the USA for quite a while in the first half of the race before they overtook there. They actually did overtake for a couple seconds in earlier in the race, third or fourth lap, but then the USA was able to take it back very quickly. But Germany came back with the win in the second half of the race, leading by at least 3 seconds. See here, quite a few marbles going through the drag reduction zone. There's Brazil taking the wrong side. The drag reduction zone is definitely an important aspect of marble circuits racing. Do you want to see that in glass car? Comment down below. But in this race specifically, the drag reduction zone was right after the marble booster, which meant that it didn't have as much of an effect as some of the other track layouts, because all the marbles have such speed right after that marble booster. There's a good move by Japan, taking back third place, and then they started to pressure the USA for second. I believe they did get it as well, but I don't think it'll be in this replay. Congratulations to Germany for winning this friendly marble race. Australia coming in at second, and the USA in third place. A real rivalry between Germany and the USA in this race. We'll have to see if that rivalry continues in future friendly marble races. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you like this video, and stay tuned for Glass Car 2023 coming soon this month. I'm Jeremiah, signing off. Till next time, this has been Fubeca's Marble Runs. Good day, everyone.
I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness, hilarious. You think you're worth my time, you're delirious, mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior, inferior. You know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
Glass car friendly race is about to start. The lights are lighting on. We have Brazil in first place, UK in second, Mexico in third, and we are off. And it will be 19 laps for this race as we go to the first corner. It's Mexico who comes out to lead. Up the booster they go, and around that plexiglass barrier and into these next turns. It is Mexico extending their lead ahead of the USA and Vietnam, who are trying to catch back up as we go into the final couple of corners for this first lap. And we have gotten a full view of this track as we go into lap 2. It's Mexico still in lead, USA and Indonesia in second and third place. Up the booster yet again, Mexico 0.8 seconds ahead of France now, who's in second place as we go into these next couple of turns. Who comes out from that chaos there? It's Indonesia who takes the lead from Mexico as we start the third lap. Mexico furious with their lead being taken away. They want to take it right back, but now they're in third place. The USA has taken it back as we go into this next turn, but Mexico takes it right back yet again. And Indonesia trying to stay in the lead as we go into the fourth lap. UK in third place now, pressuring the USA for second. Mexico has fallen down to fourth, and Brazil is in fifth place. And Indonesia is a whole second ahead of the USA. Can the USA catch up to Indonesia and overtake for the lead? Indonesia fastest lap with 22.64 second time. And who's that in the lead? Now it's Vietnam. Vietnam has taken over the lead from Indonesia. And now Indonesia is facing pressure from the USA for second. France and Mexico back a little ways in fourth and fifth. Vietnam has just taken the fastest lap, 20.44 seconds. And they're doing a good job right now. Indonesia still trying to catch up. And they've caught a little bit of ground. 0.4 seconds. But it's going to be hard for them to catch up. And here they go, though, and they take the lead there. Indonesia now back in the lead. Vietnam is very close, though, to go through the booster, and Vietnam takes it through the exit of that plexiglass section. And now they're back in the lead. We're on lap 7, almost halfway through this race already. Vietnam in the lead, Indonesia in second, France coming in at third, USA in fourth, Mexico in fifth, and here comes France, and they overtake for second place over the USA and Indonesia, and now they're putting their sights on Vietnam. And there they go, and they're making a pass there, and now France is in the lead. Vietnam very close behind, though. Let's see if they can take it right back as we enter the 9th lap. And here comes Indonesia. Good speed from them, and they overtake for second place from Indonesia. Up to plexiglass they go yet again. Indonesia back in the lead over France and Vietnam. These top 3 marbles are very close. A lot of overtakes, and Indonesia is trying to fight France. It gets back and forth. France, Vietnam, Indonesia in the lead. And here comes the USA. They want to get in on the action as well. And where is France? They have extended themselves from the rest of these 3 marbles. USA now in second place, catching up to France. Here comes Indonesia and France and the USA as we go into this next corner. Indonesia in the lead. This is a battle in the second half of this race. So many marbles fighting for the lead. Indonesia in first place. Here comes Vietnam. The USA is in there as well. France and Brazil all closing in on Indonesia, who's having a really hard time keeping the lead. They've lost it many times, but somehow they were able to take it back. And now it's Vietnam who is in the lead. Another good leader in this race. It's Vietnam, Indonesia battling for the win. And Brazil is up there in third place as well. France and the USA are losing some ground on these top 3 marbles. Mexico fighting the USA for 5th place. Will they be able to do it? And there goes China, and they're barely ahead of Vietnam. We may have a lapping situation here as we enter the 13th lap up the booster once again. Here comes Vietnam and Brazil. Brazil now in the lead over Vietnam and Indonesia, who is both drafting Brazil. Indonesia takes back the lead in that straight as we go into the final corner of this lap. Into the 14th lap they go, and China may start to put some problems on some of these other marbles, but China has fallen off the track, and China will have a DNF. What a horrible situation for China. They went over the plexiglass, and now they're on the ground. That's good for Brazil and Indonesia, because now they won't have any marble to worry about to slow them down ahead of the other 2 marbles. We're in the 15th lap. Indonesia in the lead, but Brazil coming as well. They are switching back and forth so many times, it's hard to keep track of who is currently in the lead. There goes Brazil back in the lead. It's a neck-and-neck battle between Brazil and Indonesia as we enter the 16th lap. Let's take a look at the replay here on China. It was so high up, they went over the plexiglass. Had they stayed on that section of the track that they landed on, they would have had a major shortcut. I'm not sure if that would have been allowed. Brazil in first place, 0.3 seconds ahead of Indonesia. We are in the 16th lap. And who's in third place? France being followed by Vietnam and Mexico, but they're pretty far behind, second and third. And then there's Brazil leading the pack with quite a bit of length. Brazil only has 2 more laps to go. Here comes France, and they may overtake the lead through this straight. They don't. And as Brazil still in the lead, they only have 2 more laps to go, and they will be the champion of this race. Can they fend off France for that time? Up the booster they go. France trying everything they can to pass, and they do right there. And now it's France in the lead as we go around this hairpin turn. And now we're going to have to start thinking about more lapping situations because India is in the back of the pack, and we're going to start seeing them on the screen as well. But now it's time for the final lap. It's France in the lead up the booster for the final time. Brazil takes the lead, and here comes Vietnam, and they take it from France as well. They're both trying to catch up to Brazil. They're running out of time. Can Brazil fend them off for 2 more turns? And there's a big boost of speed for Brazil around the final turn, and it will be Brazil who will be the champion of this friendly glass car race. Vietnam coming in close at second, and France in third place. Mexico in fourth. Indonesia rounds off your top 5. Definitely congratulations to Brazil. They fought hard for it, and they took home the gold. Vietnam fighting the entire race, getting second, and Indonesia, another big leader, finishing in 5th. Still a respectable finish, but it's no first place like they wanted it. So China DNFing on that booster section. Definitely a hard pill to swallow for them. As we take a look at some of these replays, Mexico was in the lead for the first couple of laps, but eventually they were dethroned, fell down as Argentina and Vietnam came to the spotlight. Here's Vietnam overtaking the USA for second place. I believe USA may have taken it right back. The second half of this race, it was a neck-and-neck battle between quite a few marbles. They kept overtaking for the lead over and over again, back and forth. Definitely an intense race. This plexiglass, the star of the track. These marbles really fly. We saw the dangers of that. These marbles are taking risks in order to receive glory. And in China's case, that risk did not turn out so well. There's Indonesia, France, and the USA up in the top 3. Look at that. India having trouble on the wall section there. Here's Brazil, Indonesia, and Vietnam fighting for that top position. And here's the spot where China flies off the track. Way too high, too much speed, caused them to DNF. Up the booster, almost a vertical exit. Here's an overtake by Vietnam. So congratulations to Brazil being champion of this friendly glass car race. Vietnam coming in at second, and France coming in at third place. This is just a preview of Glass Car 2023, which is coming soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for Glass Car 2023. It's definitely going to be an amazing season. Brazil with the fastest lap, 20.401 on lap 11. Also happened to be that they are the champion of this race. And they weren't really in the spotlight. They weren't in the lead for the majority of the race, but they came and took it at the last second. Unfortunately, Indonesia not able to sit on the podium. They had a good fight. They were in the lead for a lot of the race, but at least they got 5th place. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more Fubeca's Marble Runs. I'm Jeremiah, signing off. Until next time, this has been Fubeca's Marble Runs. Good day, everyone. Welcome back to another Marble Circuits friendly race here on Fubeca's Marble Runs. Hey everybody, I'm Jeremiah. We have 12 teams from all around the globe competing for the prize of being the champion of this friendly race. Who do you want to win? Comment down below. As we take a look at today's track, that large turn right after the booster, the star feature of this circuit, as well as the tunnel here in Monaco. It'll definitely be an exciting race. We'll have to see which countries come out with the win and which countries have the best strategies. Will there be a major front runner for the entire race, or will there be a intense fight for the lead as we go through the entire race? We have Japan, Belgium, China, India, Brazil, France, Australia, Mexico, Vietnam, Germany, the USA, and Argentina. And we are off. Brazil already off to a bad start. Not getting started at the light as we get going into the race. And it is Belgium who comes out to lead into the booster for the first time into this wide corner. And Belgium is able to hold the lead, but China and Japan are close behind. Here comes Japan drafting Belgium. Let's see if they can make any moves. And they do right there, taking the lead in this first lap. Now China and France and India are up there in the top 5 as well as we go through the Monaco tunnel into the second lap. Japan trying to extend their lead and get away from the rest of the pack and try to establish a front running scenario as we go up the booster yet again. Belgium and China still trying to catch up to Japan. Most of the marbles taking the drag reduction zone, the slow side. If one of these marbles are able to get into the fast lane of the drag reduction zone, it will allow them to gain at least a second on the other marbles around them as we go through the Monaco tunnel yet again. Japan still in the lead. Belgium coming in at second, Argentina in third, trying to take second place from Belgium as we go through the wide corner yet again, both in the slow end of the drag reduction zone. Through these hairpins they go, and Argentina losing a little bit of ground on Belgium. China and France, the next pack down, a couple seconds behind, fighting for fourth and fifth place as we start the fourth lap. Here comes Mexico right there, and Mexico takes the lead from France and China, now in fourth place. Can France and China take it back as we go through the drag reduction zone? No. These are the 3 closest marbles in the top 6. Japan, Argentina, and Belgium all a second apart, and then France and Mexico battling for fourth place. Japan off the end of the screen, so far ahead. As we enter the 5th lap now, there's China and Germany, Indonesia, Vietnam, Brazil, all in there in this lower end of the pack, and then Australia and the USA are bringing up the rear as we go through the booster yet again. It's still Belgium trying to catch up to Argentina, who again is trying to catch up to Japan, who has established quite a lead in this race so far. Let's see if they can hold it as we go into the next couple sections of this race. Through the Monaco tunnel yet again, China leading Germany and India, as well as Vietnam up there in 6th place. Japan, Argentina, Belgium, Mexico, France in your top 5. China trying to catch up to France, get top 5. It's going to be hard though. All these top 5 marbles are very spaced out from each other, all trying to just catch up to the next marble. But they're having a hard time doing it. The pace is just so fast, these marbles can't go much faster. We're halfway through this race already as we go up the booster for the 7th time. It's Japan still in the lead, undefeated for the entirety of this race at this point. Let's see if Argentina can do anything about that. Here comes Mexico and France catching up to Belgium, and now Belgium has some problems. Let's see if they can hold off from Mexico. Japan and Argentina up there, but Belgium and Mexico fighting here in 3rd and 4th. Here comes Mexico, and they overtake for 3rd place up the booster. Can Belgium take it back? There they go through the drag reduction zone. No, that nothing happens there. go into these next couple of turns, now Mexico is setting their sights on Argentina. Will they be able to catch up before the end of the race? We only have 6 more laps to go before a champion will be crowned. Japan so far ahead, can't even see him. There goes Belgium back into 3rd place over Mexico. And Mexico comes right back there, a couple seconds for Belgium. But in the end, Mexico comes back. And now here comes Belgium again, and they're up by Argentina as well. Will they be able to pass Argentina and possibly even catch up to Japan? Japan hears the fighting in the background. That gives him all more motivation to stay in the lead, because he knows if these marbles are able to catch up, they may be able to overtake in a way he does not allow. As we go into these next couple of turns, Belgium has taken 2nd place from Argentina into the booster, and wide turn they go. Now Belgium has to catch up to Japan. He's at least 3 seconds ahead of Belgium, so it's going to be very difficult, especially because we only have 4 laps to go. Through the tunnel for Japan, and Argentina and Belgium far behind as we enter the 11th lap. Will Argentina be able to catch up? They've taken back 2nd place from Belgium. Up the booster they go. We have France and Mexico down there in 4th and 5th. China still in 6th. USA and Australia still in the rear. Not much happening in that part of the race. It's all up here in the 5th through 2nd range. Japan going through the tunnel yet again. All alone up there. Argentina and Belgium now coming as well. Go up the booster yet again. We have 2 more laps to go. Argentina just now getting to the drag reduction zone. Japan almost already passed this entire sector, and Belgium close behind Argentina as well. Japan is doing a phenomenal job in this race at keeping the lead and staying away from any other marbles. I guess his dream is to be lapping any of the other marbles. I don't think he'll be able to do it. USA and Australia are still pretty far ahead of Japan. As we enter the 13th lap, the penultimate lap here at this friendly race in Monaco. Can Argentina catch up to Japan? At this point, it'll take a very big mistake for Japan to lose this lead and Argentina to catch up, but you never know. It could happen in the final lap. But here comes Belgium as well, and they want some action, and they want to take 2nd place as we enter the final lap. Japan in 1st place, Argentina in 2nd, Belgium in 3rd, France in 4th. China has taken 5th place from Mexico as we go up the booster with Argentina and Belgium, and Japan is nowhere to be seen. Where is Japan? There they are off the screen, and I think they are too far ahead for Argentina to even put a chance of winning this circuit. Let's see where Japan is. There they go, through the tunnel, across the line for the final time, and Japan will be the champion of this friendly race in Monaco. Argentina coming in at 2nd, Belgium in 3rd place, France in 4th, China in 5th, Mexico 6th, and Germany in 7th as we get going with the last couple of marbles here. Japan with the win. Argentina and Belgium get to sit on the podium as well, and France and China in 4th and 5th.
Amazing. We managed to surprise the opponents with our strategy. Congratulations.
Wow, I can't believe we got this victory this weekend. I'm so excited. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You can hear the Japan marble so excited on the radio about this win. They're definitely looking forward to watching the Glass Card 2022 coming soon. Now it's time for the podium ceremony. Congratulations to Japan for getting 1st place in this friendly race. Argentina in 2nd and Belgium in 3rd place. Argentina 4.5 seconds behind Japan. That is domination out on the track. Great job to Japan.
Hello, Marble sports fans, and welcome back to Fubeca's Marble Runs. I'm Jeremiah, and I'm glad to be here for this marble pool tournament. How this tournament will work is your goal is to hit the other team into the hole as much as possible. So essentially, whoever gets the most marbles in the hole will lose the round. So we'll have to see how these marbles try to use strategy to dodge each other's hits to try to hit each other into the hole. That will be an interesting aspect of this tournament. As we take a look at the track here, you can see the pool green down at the bottom, and then the two tracks coming in on either side, starting up here at the starting line where the marbles will start, and they have 3 marbles per team in this tournament. And here are the full bracket systems for this tournament. First off, we have the UK versus France. France in the dark blue, United Kingdom in the light blue. And we're off. And France gets one in, so United Kingdom gets a point. And the United Kingdom will advance the next round 1-0. Essentially, the reasoning behind this is your marble hits the other marble into the hole, similar to how you would hit a pool ball into another pool ball. You would hit the cue ball into one of the balls that you want to get into the hole. You can see one of the United Kingdom marbles hitting the France marble into that middle center closest hole. So the UK will advance to the quarterfinals. Next up, we have Colombia versus the USA. USA in the white, Colombia in the yellow. And they're off. And the Colombia gets one in. So the United States will advance to the next round 1-0 yet again. Let's see if the reason why Colombia lost is because they were too early. You see Colombia got all their marbles onto the field first. The USA barely dodging that middle hole. But it was Colombia who ended up getting one hole in the top right pocket. So the USA will advance to the quarterfinals versus the UK. Next up, we have China versus Brazil. China on the left, Brazil on the right. Who will come out on top? And China gets one in. Here comes another one, but they don't go in. So China gets one pocket. Therefore, Brazil gets 1 point, and Brazil will advance to the next round, getting 1 point. China gets 0. You can see there, China accidentally hitting their own marble because of a contact from Brazil, which caused them to lose a ball into the middle center hole. Brazil goes to the quarterfinals. Next up, we have Spain versus Vietnam. Spain, the more reddish yellow. Vietnam is the more yellow with black stripes. And one of the Vietnam marbles gets stuck in the, Spain gets pushed into the pocket. So Vietnam will be advancing to the quarterfinals. You can see here this first Spain marble getting hit into the left or the right pocket by another one of their own team, unfortunately. Too chaotic of a match for them. So Vietnam will advance to the quarterfinals versus Brazil. Next up, we have Mexico versus Uruguay. Uruguay in the translucent blue, Mexico in the green. Can Mexico make it past the first couple of rounds? And Uruguay has a marble in. So Mexico will get a point. Mexico advances to the quarterfinals. One step closer to going against their nemesis, the United States, in these marble tournaments. Uruguay, unfortunately, being eliminated. Let's see how it happened. You see there, the first contact between the first two marbles. Uruguay goes into the center top hole. So Mexico will advance to the quarterfinals. Next up, we have Canada versus Indonesia. Indonesia in the white, Canada in the clear with red swirls. As we get going here. And Canada gets a marble in. And Indonesia gets 1 point. Because of that, Indonesia will advance to the next round 1-0. Will there be any instances where we have more than one marble in a hole? Haven't seen that yet. We'll have to see if that happens in the rest of the competition. Canada nearly missing that top right pocket. But it was Indonesia who will advance to the next round with 1 point. So far, it's only been 1 point that have advanced all these marbles to the quarterfinals so far. Indonesia advances to the quarterfinals. Next up, we have Portugal versus Japan. Portugal in the green, Japan in the white. They are off. And what happened there? Portugal, one of the Portugal marbles flies off the track. Japan has a marble in the pocket. Portugal advances to the next round, but somehow one of the Portugal marbles is gone. Let's see here in the replay just what happened. You can see there, Portugal marble landing right on the Japan marble, flying off of the whole pool green. Meanwhile, one of the Japan marbles had fallen into a pocket, scoring Japan a point, or Portugal a point. So Portugal will be advancing to the quarterfinals. Now for our final duel in this stage, Argentina versus India. And they are off. And India has a marble in. And so that means Argentina will advance to the next round. Argentina gets a point. India, unfortunately, will be eliminated. See there, that first collision is really crucial in this tournament. Whichever marble has the wrong move on that first collision may fall into that hole, as we've seen a couple times in this tournament. Next up, we have the first quarterfinal, the UK versus the USA. And they're off the UK, a little bit behind, or a little bit ahead of the USA. The USA gets a marble in. The United Kingdom scores a point on that, and they will advance to the next round. The USA will be eliminated. Seems like if your team lags behind a little bit, you have more chance of being eliminated because the other team has more time to gain onto your side of the green, pushing you into one of the holes because they have more momentum on the green. Next up, we have quarterfinals number 2, Brazil versus Vietnam. Brazil, yellow with the blue. Vietnam, yellow with the black. And we are off. And one marble right at the end, the Brazil marble, falling into the top center pocket, scoring Vietnam a point. So Vietnam will advance to the next round, and Brazil will be eliminated. See right there, that last Vietnam marble coming in at the last second. Actually, that was a Brazil marble. Came up and hit the other Brazil marble right at the last second, unfortunately. Next up, we have Mexico versus Indonesia. Mexico wanting to have a good performance in this tournament, wanting to remake a name for themselves. And Indonesia has a marble in. And that advances Mexico to the next round. One step closer to glory for Mexico. You see the Indonesia marble actually get there first. Mexico marble hitting them right into just the right angle to send them into the top center pocket. So Mexico will advance to the semifinals versus either Portugal or Argentina, which is next. Argentina in the blue, Portugal in the green. as we get started. They are off. And no scores yet, but it is Portugal who gets a marble in, scoring Argentina a point. Argentina will be going up against Mexico in the semifinals. You can see one of the Argentina marbles lagging behind a little bit. Is that what caused them to win? See where the pocket was. There weren't any pockets directly at the start. Portugal gets one right there in the center. So Argentina will advance to Mexico in the semifinals. Now it's time for the first semifinal, the UK versus Vietnam. And we are off. Pretty neck and neck entry at this point, but it is Argentina, the United Kingdom, who gets there first. Scoring Vietnam into a pocket. Scoring them a point, which means they will advance to the final round. And Vietnam will advance to the third place match. You can see right there, Vietnam being pushed against the wall and then into the center pocket by the United Kingdom. Like I said, the United Kingdom advances to the final. Now it's time for the second semifinal, Mexico versus Argentina. One of these teams will face off against the UK in the final round, and one of these teams will be sent to the third place match. And they're off. Mexico getting a ball in. Mexico, unfortunately, will be eliminated. Argentina will advance to the final round versus the UK. Mexico will be advanced to the third place match versus Vietnam. See, this first Mexico marble, way too early. And then Argentina comes along and hits another Mexico marble into the top center pocket. That seems like a common pocket for these marbles to be hitting. Now it's time for the third place match, Vietnam versus Mexico. Vietnam on the left. Mexico still has a chance to stand on the podium. And Vietnam has a marble in. Mexico will be the third place in this tournament, scoring 1 point on Vietnam. So Mexico will get to sit on the podium along with the UK and Argentina. You can see there that Mexico marble on the right side hitting the Vietnam marble into the center bottom pocket. Now it's time for the final round, the UK versus Argentina. Which team will be crowned champion of this marble billiards tournament? Two blue colored teams. United Kingdom in the blue with yellow, Argentina blue with white. The United Kingdom is slightly shinier as well. And the United Kingdom gets winning the top right pocket, unfortunately for them, because Argentina will score a point and they will be the champion of this marble pool tournament. The United Kingdom will come in at second. Mexico will be in third place. An unfortunate event for the United Kingdom. They didn't even get hit into the pocket. They just went into the pocket by their own will. What's their mutiny in this team? Let's keep a close eye on the United Kingdom marbles, because one of them going into the top right pocket without even being hit by another marble. I think it was the last one. You see there, I guess they were hit by the Argentina marble off course where they were supposed to go, ricocheted off the bottom wall into that top right pocket. So Argentina will be your champion of this marble pool tournament here on Fubeca's Marble Run. This entire tournament, we did not see more than a 1-0 score on the overall pockets scored per team. That's very interesting. I would have thought we would have seen at least one get 2 pockets in on the other team. Guess that's not how it worked in today's tournament, though. Congratulations to Argentina for being your marble pool champion. United Kingdom coming in at second. Mexico gets to sit on the podium as well, getting third place. All these marbles getting 1 point in every round that they were in. Very interesting. We didn't also see a tie, which is another thing that could have happened, but none of these teams were able to make it happen. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below. Also share this video if you enjoyed. I'm Jeremiah, signing off. Until next time, this has been Fubeca's Marble Runs. Good day, everyone.